there. Welcome to American Dream TV Network. I'm your host today. I'm Jenny Wang, broker owner of J1 Properties. We serve Houston and Texas Hill Country. And today, we're so privileged having this great opportunity to visit this custom-built plantation home. Belongs to my great friend, Patrick Bench, and it has such a cute name, Raintree.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
Good to
I heard
see
you coming up.
I know.
Come on in.
Here's
Welcome to
Patrick,
Raintree.
everyone.
Welcome to Raintree. I love this house. When I first saw it years ago, it reminded me of the old plantations that I saw when I was growing up. My mama was born on a plantation in Mississippi, and then during the Depression, they sold the plantation and bought a smaller house in the city and then a smaller farm, about 2,000 acres just on the north side of Mississippi. And that's the one we grew up going to. And when we traveled that way, that was before the I-10 had the bridge across the swamp. So we would go through Natchez or Vicksburg and see all these grand old plantations, and I fell in love with that Greek Revival architecture. It reminded me of those days.
Here's chairs are very special.
Yes, these belong to my grandmother, and throughout the house I have, 4 generations of thingamajigs that have come down through the years, heirlooms. Those chairs and that vase belonged to a great aunt, and this one belonged to my great grandmother, and that one too. And throughout the whole house, there's different things that survived the plantations. The original house burned, and then the second house that was built in the 1880s, the Victorian house, also burned. So there's only a few things left from that.
Here's the apartment, has everything.
This was my mom's apartment, and this was original to the house. It's from 1970, and since it still worked, I hated to get rid of it. It's kind of nostalgic because I remember these Harvest Gold appliances. If I could have found a Harvest Gold refrigerator, I would have added that in too. But this is for apartment, and like I said, it is a full apartment.
I see all this cute stuff animals.
Yes.
So cute.
So when I was a child, I was kind of sickly, and so when I would go, to the doctor or be at the hospital, my parents would get me a toy or a stuffed animal on the way home. And so when my mom became ill these past, few years with her breast cancer and her chemotherapy and radiation, her open heart surgery and her heart condition those last few years when she was really declining, I kept the tradition going, and I would buy her a stuffed animal every time we went to the doctor or every time she was in the hospital. So you kind of see them scattered throughout the house. It's
such a great space where you interact with each other and still have your own privacy.
Yes, that was one thing that we liked about the house, is because of the layout. She had her complete privacy on this side of the house, and I had complete privacy on that side of the house. It was almost like having 2 separate, apartments upstairs. It was very nice to have that kind of separation, but we could get together in the middle. And come on out to the upstairs veranda.
Where's my tiara?
It's wonderful. You can sit and wave at the neighbors as they go by walking their dogs. And you can sit out here and have coffee or a drink or something like that. So here's the backyard, which reminded me a lot of the courtyards in New Orleans when I was in residency there. The courtyards had all kinds of potted plants and things, and it was very private and very enclosed, and I really liked that feel.
It definitely gives that feel, and your fountain too.
Oh yes, I love the fountain. And then I have the pool, so I can take a dip in the summer.
It definitely reminds me of the courtyard in New Orleans too.
It really does.
So Patrick, what is the meaning behind Raintree?
So the house was named Raintree by the developer. I guess he was a fan of the movie Raintree County, which starred Elizabeth Taylor and Robert Montgomery back in the 1960s. It was about a Southern belle and their love affair. And it was a very, very good movie, and I loved the movie too, so I kept the name when I bought the house.
Oh, that's beautiful. So there, within these walls, our memories and stories live on. Thank you so much, Patrick, for showing us your beautiful home. And thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today. Until next time.